एंड देन यू हैव टू थिंक कि यार ये क्या सुनना चाहता है, ये मेरे से क्या सुनना चाहता है कि फिर ये कन्वर्ट करेगा। ये तकरीबन 15 दफ़ा मेरी वेबसाइट पे आ गया है, 15 दफ़ा मेरे एड्स पे क्लिक करता है, कार्ट में ऐड कर लेता है, चेकआउट नहीं करता बस।
Hello everyone, welcome to IDEX 360's digital podcast. Here we're going to talk about different subjects pertaining performance marketing, and specifically we're going to cover the topic validation content in particular. Hello then, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, good. How are you?
Good, amazing. Here we are on Saturday. This sounds really interesting, right?
Yeah.
Some Saturday we are living.
Yeah, I love to talk about performance marketing and content personalization, to be specific.
Absolutely,
so it's worth it.
It will always be a pleasure to have these conversations with you.
Yeah.
So, yesterday I was checking the internet, and there's a very broad difference in terms of how the conversion cost in Pakistan is really expensive especially for the newer brands comparatively, the worldwide. And I feel like this is something which really bugs me. So what do you feel like, what are the causes because of this which is happening?
You have to think it because I always say, good marketeers have good empathy. So they put themselves under consumer shoes and try to understand why they buy something and why they don't buy something. So same if we apply to the conversion rates. So you have to think, and you have to actually maybe do some research, right? That if 100 people come onto your website, why only one is converting and why 99 are not converting, right? So out of those, if 25 people saw your product, or maybe 10 people edit in your cart, edit something in their cart, so it means they were interested in that product, right? So the main reason is lack of trust. There are two kinds of lack of trust: lack of trust in brand and lack of trust in the process. In the process means they don't know, they don't trust the e-commerce process in general. And lack of trust in the brand means they don't know if this brand is trustworthy or not. So if you address this somehow, then you can convert a lot more people.
I feel like you're absolutely right about the fact that, because being the millennial person, I tend to shop online. But then again, when it comes to Pakistani companies, I'd rather, shop with AliExpress with much more ease. Obviously, we don't have Amazon over here. But when it comes to local, e-commerce, I have a lot of cynicism towards that. Because, there's a lot of scam that keeps on happening. At the same time, our supply chain, our, delivery services are really not apt. So what do you think, there are a lot of brands which are recently started with the entire COVID pandemic that happened, and the kind of growth we have seen with our companies in the last year of 2020. So what do you feel like, if the brands are facing this issue? Because I feel like, targeting can be issue at times, but most of the time if they're adding to cart, so obviously, they are interested in that. So what can be done about the fact that, we can streamline that process in terms of both trust in the process and the trust in the brand? What brand can do about it?
So what we are doing at IDEX 360, we are creating a lot of validation content. So we have, created a new term for the content that we are asking brands to create, or we are creating for some brands also, validation content. So by validation content, I mean it has the same objective, which was the reason people were not converting. So the objective is to address that reason. So in validation content, there can you actually tell, as a brand, you tell your consumers, you tell your audience that कि यार जैसे हम अच्छे लोग हैं, हम आपका जो ऑर्डर है उसको टाइम पे डिलीवर करेंगे, हम सही प्रोडक्ट भेजेंगे, और हमारी प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी भी ठीक है, और लोग हम पे ट्रस्ट करते हैं, इसलिए आप भी हम पे ट्रस्ट करें. नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हाउ यू डू दैट.
Right, absolutely.
Right. So the message is there. Now it's like people like you who work in creative, they have to think, how creatively they can portray this message from brand to their consumer. So one idea that there are unlimited ideas. So we have tested some ideas on some of our brands. So for example, you can show some statistics Like you can, if a big sale has just ended,
Right.
and you delivered a lot of orders, just tell people that maybe we have delivered 99.9% orders within 24 hours throughout Pakistan, and 100% customers are satisfied with us. You can maybe showcase your Facebook rating system, review rating system, that you have been rated 4.9 on average, right? Out of maybe 20,000 customer reviews, right? And then you can maybe record customer reviews as well. You can ask your customers to send reviews about your service, about your product, and about their experience. And you can actually invite your customer, if you are a brand which is working for particularly a long period of time, you must know these are my best customers or loyal customers. You can invite some loyal customers to your office. You can have a conversation with them, have their opinion, have them heard, and record that, and then you can create amazing validation content out of it, because people connect to that content जिसके साथ वो रिलेट कर सकते हैं कि दिस इज मेरे तरह का ये बंदा लग रहा है, ये कोई इन्फ्लुएंसर नहीं लग रहा, ये कोई क्या कहते हैं सेलिब्रिटी नहीं है, ठीक है, ये मेरी तरह का क्यों बंदा है जो कि मेरी तरह एक आम जिंदगी गुजार रहा है और मेरी तरह शॉपिंग करता है, ठीक है. सो इट मीन्स यू डोंट हैव टू क्रिएट अ वेरी गुड स्क्रिप्टेड कंटेंट आउट ऑफ इट, ठीक है. यू कैन मोर कैजुअल और मोर जेन्युइन इज बेटर फॉर वैलिडेशन कंटेंट.
That is so interesting, being a content creator. I feel like when it comes to creating the entire journey, like how we just keep on talking about funnels, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like your name should be Zain Funnel Hamid. That's really apt for you.
Right.
So, on top of all the content we create on different funnels, if we add validation content to that, so obviously we have sold the product to the person already, right?
Yeah.
But we really need to humanize the person, humanize the brand through our messaging. So I feel like validation content can be such a positive force for that.
Exactly. And I mean, I have seen I have tested a lot of this validation content recently, especially in last 6 months on many brands, and it has worked magic, even beyond my expectations as well. But now what we are doing, we are thinking about more creative ways to create this validation content. So for example, another way to do that is we are actually working on it right now. We are trying to capture the positive comments on the ads and on the posts that user make. So we are going to maybe make an animation out of it and highlight the positive words, highlight the common good words that people use about that brand. For example, you will different comments will keep popping up, and you will highlight the words good quality, good service, reliable brand, etc, etc, etc. These are the kind of let me come back to empathy, where I started. You have to put yourself in consumer shoes, and then you have to think कि यार ये क्या सुनना चाहता है, ये मेरे से क्या सुनना चाहता है कि फिर ये कन्वर्ट करेगा. ये तकरीबन 15 दफ़ा मेरी वेबसाइट पे आ गया है, 15 दफ़ा मेरे एड्स पे क्लिक करता है, कार्ट में ऐड कर लेता है, चेकआउट नहीं करता बस. अब मैं थिंक अबाउट दैट कि आप उस कंज्यूमर की जगह हैं, आप ब्रांड से क्या सुनना चाहते हैं, ब्रांड आपको क्या बताए, ठीक है, कि आप उसका डिसीजन आसान हो जाए. ब्रांड उसको यही 5-7 चीज़ें जो बताना चाहता है, बताने की ज़रूरत है ब्रांड को एक्चुअली, कि यही बताने की ज़रूरत है कि भाई लोग कह रहे हैं देखो कि मेरी प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी अच्छी है, ये देखो लोग कह रहे हैं कि हमारे ब्रांड से ऑर्डर करोगे तो एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा रहेगा, ये देखो लोग कह रहे हैं, ठीक है, कि हमारी रिटर्न्स एंड एक्सचेंज पॉलिसीज ट्रांसपेरेंट हैं और क्विक हैं और इजी हैं, ठीक है, और ये देखो और आप ही की तरह के और लोग कह रहे हैं, ठीक है, कि ये बेस्ट ई-कॉमर्स एक्सपीरियंस था.
You were so right about the fact about the return policy, because there are brands I have absolute trust over them. Obviously it's not going to be a quality, is not going to be an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time I feel like the return and exchange policy is something जिसने मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा barrier create किया है. So that is so interesting that हम validation funnel को एक specific चीज़ में नहीं कर रहे, हम multiple type of content create कर रहे हैं ताकि जो भी hindrance आ रही है उस जर्नी के अंदर वो उसके जो है ऑब्स्टिकल को वो क्रॉस कर सके थ्रू दैट कंटेंट.
आप वो सारे पॉसिबल सिनेरियो सोचो, ठीक है, बीइंग अ कंज्यूमर, क्योंकि आप और मेरी तरह के जो लोग इस इंडस्ट्री को हम लोग जो लीड कर रहे हैं डिजिटल मार्केटिंग को, एक्चुअली हम ही लोग ही ई कॉमर्स बायर्स भी हैं, ठीक है। तो हमारे जो सारे जेन्युइन मसले हैं ना बीइंग ई कॉमर्स बायर, अगर हम उन्हीं को एड्रेस करना शुरू कर दें अपने कंटेंट के अंदर, उसी लैंग्वेज को हम जो है ना एड्रेस करना शुरू कर दें, ठीक है, तो 90% सिनेरियोज आप वहाँ कवर कर जाएंगे, ठीक है। एंड टू टॉप इट अप फर्दर, यू नो, यू कैन एक्चुअली कंडक्ट रिसर्चेज, यू कैन एक्चुअली कंडक्ट फोकस ग्रुप्स, you can actually conduct some surveys, you know, to understand what is stopping people to convert.
That is so interesting. Do we have any like case studies, like any kind of numbers that you want to share, that, you know, like we did for some particular brand, the anonymous brand, and the kind of numbers, you know, we pulled off through
there is
any validation content?
there is a very a big marketplace that, you know, we do performance marketing for. So they actually ended a huge sale. It was a 10-15 days event. So after that, they posted one content with statistics, you know, that they have delivered all the orders within 24 hours, and they have you know 100% accurate delivery and all that.
Right.
So what we did is we played very smart. So सबसे पहले तो हमने उस content को boost किया उन लोगों से जिन्होंने पिछले 30 डेज में हमसे बाय किया था।
इंटरेस्टिंग।
आई मीन अभी ये वैलिडेशन कंटेंट है, बट पहले हम उस कंटेंट के ऊपर ह्यूमन फीडबैक लेना चाह रहे थे। तो हमने पहले एग्जिस्टिंग कस्टमर्स को वो कंटेंट दिखाया जो लास्ट 30 डेज में देख चुके थे।
राइट।
उन्होंने देखा कि हाँ ये ब्रांड मैंने इससे लिया था, एंड दे वर सो हैप्पी अबाउट देयर एक्सपीरियंस, दे वर कंपेल्ड टू कमेंट। सो within 3 days we got maybe 300-400 positive comments.
That is so super.
So when we got 300 positive comments on that content, then we boosted that content to people जो last 30 days में उस वेबसाइट पे आए थे और कन्वर्ट नहीं हुए थे। So can you believe that वो लोग जो इतनी बड़ी सेल पे 10-15 दिन की सेल पे कन्वर्ट नहीं हो पाए थे, ठीक है, वो फुल प्राइस पर कन्वर्ट हो गए, and at a cheaper CPA that we got at sale.
That is super crazy. It's more like, you know, like we leverage the kind of potential the brand had, and we converted that, you know, like just, you know, streamline the content in a particular direction.
Yes.
And that is like super crazy.
Yeah, exactly. All the performance marketers out there, they have to actually be very creative in terms of you know, thinking about the content journey, thinking about the psychological story that they are going to tell to their audience. It's still about the targeting, you know, targeting. Building the funnel will always matter, but I think now we are entering into that age when it becomes the basic, you know, and your content has to stand out. You have to think about what is first interaction of the user to my brand, what I'm going to tell to that user in the first interaction. If he will do that, means if he will click on the ad and go to my website, see a product and does not do anything, what I'm going to show him next, what's next. So you think about all the possible scenarios, all the possible ways that a consumer can interact with your brand, you know, and then you personalize your content story accordingly. That is going to be the key.
When it comes to content personalization, I feel like, you know, this is something which is very huge gap in our market, that, you know, when we are like somehow, you know, get hooked on the pixels of international brands, this entire content journey going on, right? Every time you know, open their YouTube, like, you know, you're gonna see something different, right? And it's gonna be like, you know, very personalized message, you know, where the person is talking to you instead of, you know, like just talking to,
you know, it gets really creepy, my friend, sometimes, you know. For example, like I mean, we are creating content personalization to that level, you know, कि एक बंदा जिसने आपसे शूज़ खरीदे हैं, ठीक है, अब आप उसको टी शर्ट बेचना चाह रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो और आपको पता है कि इसने 15 दिन पहले मुझसे शूज़ खरीदे थे, ठीक है, सो आप उसको एक ऐड चलाएं ऐसे सब लोगों के लिए, you know, it's been couple of weeks you have bought our shoes, loved our shoes, why don't you try our t-shirts collection? You know, that person will feel, you know, how this brand knows so much about me.
हाँ सर भाई, अब तक वक्त तो नहीं तो इसी चीज़ पे तो बड़ी क्रेजी आ जाएगी इसकी।
ऑब्वियसली यार, जब आपका कंटेंट पर्सनलाइज हो जाता है ना, तो वो स्टैंड आउट करता है क्राउड से।
absolutely.
बिकॉज जब आप अपनी फेसबुक की न्यूज़ फीड खोलेंगे आपको 500 ऐड नजर आएंगे, ठीक है? तो आपके कंटेंट ने स्टैंड आउट करना है, और स्टैंड आउट कंटेंट होने के लिए आपको कंटेंट पर्सनलाइज करना पड़ेगा. सो इन 2021 एंड नेक्स्ट 5 years, the skills that are going to matter in digital marketing are going to be, I think, planning your media, means knowing how to buy media, knowing how to plan media, and creating media for that media plan, creating content for that media plan. So agencies, brands, individuals who are going to masters in those skills, they are going to stay relevant for a decade to come.
That is so interesting that you're mentioning that. I feel like we have a lot of sessions in house that we talk about that we're not gonna show the same kind of ad on Facebook and Instagram, because the psychographics are different.
Yes.
People interest in their behavior are different, so we do personalize in that way. That is like
So as we were talking, I think last week about the video that you run on YouTube, you can't run that video on Facebook.
Exactly, because the dimensions, the
No, it's
behavior
not-
and everything is different.
It's not just about dimensions,
Right.
So whenever someone is watching YouTube, there is a 99.9% chance that the sound is on, because
That is
that's
super
why
interesting.
that's why you go on YouTube,
Right,
to
absolutely.
actually watch and listen to something.
Yeah.
But when you are browsing through Facebook, sound might not be on.
There are so many ads.
If you have planned your content,
Right.
the main kick in your content is sound.
Yep,
It's
yep.
the voiceover, it's the
Absolutely,
poetry.
absolutely.
And you think this is going to hook the person.
Right.
In Facebook, if the sound is not on, if I'm sitting in my
Right,
office
right.
right now and I'm browsing through,
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen. I'm just watching that.
That is
So it
super.
means that YouTube ad is not going to work on Facebook.
You're absolutely right about the fact that I see a lot of ads on my Facebook, but and even Instagram, but they don't appeal to me because the sound is automatically off, because
Yeah.
obviously I don't open it, and I feel like those ads just come and go, and they don't make any kind of impact on me whatsoever.
Yes. So I mean, this is what is going to matter. Understand the medium and create your content accordingly.
Speaking of time, I feel like we're short of it. Thank you so much, Zen, for giving us time. Do tell us how you feel about our video. If you have any questions pertaining performance marketing specifically towards validation content, do comment, and I'll make sure that Zen, you personally reply to them.
Yeah, inshallah.
Thank you so much for giving us time. See you next time.
I'm a fool for your love.